I call the member for Cunningham.
Thank you very much, Mr Speaker. And before I go to the topic, can I associate myself with the comments that the member for Gilmore, my colleague, has made about the importance of the Save Our Voices campaign. It is absolutely true, as she said, that we seem to have spent increasing time in our local areas fighting to stop the loss of jobs, whether it's in our local radio stations, the ABC, at the Fairfax Media, where sadly only the other weekend we saw a gathering of those journalists and photographers and editorial staff, years and years of experience going out the door, and we certainly don't want to see that happen with our local TV stations as well. So I just associate myself with her comments about how important it is that that campaign and the saving of regional voices. As a strange segue into that, I'm going to share a local story about a local organisation. Hopefully members like myself or the member for Gilmore standing in Parliament won't be the only way these local stories get told into the future. I have to say that only the other weekend I had the wonderful opportunity to participate in a celebration of the Multicultural Communities Councils of the Illawarra 40th anniversary dinner. It was a tremendous event, and many people gathered to fill the room where we were celebrating the 40 years of this community organisation. It was a great meal, a few drinks, lots of catching up with friends, many of the churches represented there, other multicultural organisations that operate in our area, MPs, myself, the state members for Kiama and Kira, and the mayors as well, all coming together to recognise what a significantly important organisation this is and what a contribution it has made over 40 years. It was formerly known as the Illawarra Ethnic Communities Council. It's more recently the MCCI, but it was established in 1975 after the disbanding of the Good Neighbour Councils that had previously operated. It was originally in a very small five-row home in Stewart Street. Then it relocated to Corrimal Street in Wollongong as they expanded their service offering, and it was put together to do very effective advocating and lobbying, in particular for around aged care issues for the multicultural community. In 2009 they relocated into the Wollongong CBD, as again they were growing in the suite of services that they offered, and changed their name at that time. And I have to say that they've expanded beyond the aged care services which they originally started on. They not only have a number of aged care and daycare type activities for people from a wide variety of migrant communities in our region, but they also work in important areas with young people as well, doing a lot of great work with our cold communities. The MCCI is governed by a 12-member volunteer management committee, and they're all elected, and I want to acknowledge the outstanding work of those committee members and their predecessors over 40 years. They represent a wide variety of cultures, and I just want to put on the record of this place the current committee membership, and I know the member for Gilmore knows many of them too. Mr Ken Habak, who is the chairperson of the organisation, a very good friend of mine, George Bartolo, who's the Senior Vice Chair, John Alvis, the Vice Chair, Sabine Houth, the Secretary, and Peter Noveski, the Treasurer, and their committee member colleagues, Lisa Pitts, Lazo Gorgiev, Nixon Hanna, Rima El Haj, Nadia Snyde-Miller, Rudy Horvath and Dr Hussein Al all work and do such great activities for our local community. The staff team, the employees are led by the amazing Terry Leolius, and they are all exemplary examples of people who work in the community sector, taking great pride in their work. And of course the organisation is supported by a very large dedicated group of volunteers who often they'll cook fabulous meals for great functions, and it's always a tremendous pleasure to participate with them. So as this organisation celebrates 40 years, I'm sure We wish them a happy 40 years to come. We can only hope that future generations inherit this spirit of community dedication that the 40 years of predecessors have demonstrated and the current committee very well represents.